Well, hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your 3-card pick for the super full blue moon. Now, the only super full blue moon of 2023 occurs on the 30th of August. It's the brightest moon in the sky, and it will orbit closer to the Earth, and according to experts, it will actually appear 7 to 14% larger and 30% brighter than usual. It's actually called the fruit moon, which, as you can guess by the name, is a time when ideas ripen, prosperity arrives, and things you've been working hard towards come to fruition. It's notable for a couple of reasons. The last rare lunar event of its kind until 2037, which is really a big deal. It's a Piscean moon occurring in the sign of Virgo, which means you'll be more organized and focused on your goals and dreams, feeling your way intuitively towards them, but also with a critical eye on how to be more effective in your approach. Very detail-oriented, you may find yourself focused on tasks and responsibilities to get serious about anything that needs your attention and change or adjust it for the better. You may feel more sensitive than usual as the Piscean influence helps you to release any pressure to find balance and be in the flow. Venus and Mercury also retrograde during this time, making it a very intense period for us all. Venus retrograding can influence us to really reassess our desires, making us recognize that we cannot commit to everything all at once. So we must prioritize our time and be more discerning with our energy. Mercury retrograde also usually disrupts communication, emails or travel, which can actually be very frustrating. However, it trines with Jupiter this time during the super blue moon, which increases your luck. So this is a beneficial time for all. Super full moons are actually about letting go, recharging your energy, and focusing on what's most important. And this is a blue moon. It's pretty rare. This 3-card pick will highlight the energy that you're tapping into, why, and how it will affect you or aid you for months to come. Focus on the 3 cards. I've chosen 3 identical cards for you to tap into your intuition. The one you feel most drawn to, that's the reading for you. So take a moment in silence, really listen to your inner guide, and I'll see you on the other side. Well, hello, beautiful pile 1. Welcome to your reading for the super blue moon. Wow, I can see that you have been super busy, feeling pushed and pulled in many different directions. You may have felt that the pressure really has been on and that you couldn't catch a break. So during this super blue moon, you're being called to slow down, recharge your batteries, and implement self-care routines. During this period, you may feel like you crave the home space. You may actually feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, especially since you're going to be so influenced by that Piscean moon energy. I definitely see that you are going to want to heal parts of yourself, maybe stuff from the past, but also I feel like you just need to take stock of everything you've been experiencing and pay close attention to the smaller details because you're being asked to relax during this time. You may have felt very scattered in your energy, and some of you may even have had a little bit of brain fog because you're feeling overwhelmed by all the things that you feel like you have to do, that you have to finish, or that you have to complete, or maybe you've got deadlines, or you've got a goal in mind. You've been feeling the pressure has been on. And this super blue moon is asking you to remember that what is meant for you will never pass you by. So breathe and relax, okay? Now your first card here is the Bag of Marbles. Now in this crazy old world that we have been experiencing over the last couple of years, I mean, it's always been crazy, but it has ramped up that level of crazy over the last couple of years. You may have been really focusing on how to build stability in a very uncertain world, okay? And you may be looking at the time period we're in and trying to find either job security through talents that you have yourself that you may implement in a job from home. So you may be setting up something creative, or you may be becoming an entrepreneur, or you may have ideas of setting up something from the home space. This may be something that will come to you or you may feel clear about during this super blue moon energy, okay? The Bag of Marbles card actually pops out when you are in desperate need to relax and focus on the smaller details in your life, as I said a moment ago. You've been feeling stressed or disorganized, and it's a sign from the universe. You need to slow down your pace and not feel so overwhelmed by everything that's going on around you because you're protected. You're definitely building a solid foundation. And I get a sense that some of you are trying to find your place in this world with regards to the uncertainty that's been going on in the last couple of years. And I definitely get a sense that you're looking at your home space, where you want to plant roots or where you feel like you belong right now. And you're the sort of person, you feel a lot of responsibility on your shoulders for your family and your soul tribe. So you're always worried about everybody else. But during this period, you're being asked to really connect to your own needs, okay? That's not a selfish act. It's actually important for you because you cannot help other people with an empty cup. So it's very important for you to replenish your cup during this time so that you can also help others. But I get a sense here that some of you have been feeling that the pressure is on, that things are changing around you and you're always on the go trying to make sure that you're on top of everything. And I really get a sense that during this period, you're going to find a lot of clarity as to things that you've been worrying about. Maybe it's your job, because I get a sense, you know, with the fourth house there, you're really worried about your finances, or you've been worried about the home space. Some of you may be even looking into real estate or wanting to move somewhere. And I get a sense you're wanting to gravitate towards nature, to feel free, to get out there and really even maybe the ultimate goal with pile one is to eventually get out there and grow your own food, or, you know, do something where you're connected more to the earth. So I definitely see here with the domain card, it says the ruler of your empire. So during this super blue moon, I definitely get a sense that you're going to be like recharging your batteries in the home space. But I feel like you are manifesting like either a larger home, or you're manifesting a big opportunity that gives you the wealth to be able to buy a larger property. And I get a sense here that you are either entrepreneurial spiriting right now. What I mean by that is that if you haven't set up your own business, I feel like you're aligning yourself with the opportunity to set up your own business, and you may even start it from the home space, and you may even launch it from this period, which is the super blue moon energy, because I feel like it's giving you an opportunity to tap into the otherworldliness, the ideas that are coming from left field that will really help you long term, okay? Now, also we have the fourth house, which really tells me that you are, you know, really connected to building stability in your life. I mean, it says there, home, family, roots, self-care, childhood, personal foundations, real estate, kitchen, witch, and shelter. So I get a sense here that you are, you know, looking at the world at large and trying to create some sort of stability for you and your family. But also I feel like you are tapping into the gifts that you already have in order to create something new to build from. So even if you're retired, I get a sense that you may be looking at things around the home space that you could sell, that perhaps you've outgrown, in order to bring more finances in. This card really indicates that you are kicking back and relaxing during this period, and you're slowing down your pace a little bit. Slowing down pace doesn't mean that you're not accomplishing things. It actually gives you time to reflect on the things that are important to you. And you do feel an innate sense of responsibility on your shoulders for the people in your life. But remember, they're also there for you. Allow them to be there for you also, because you don't always have to be the person who's caring for others. Allow others to care for you as well. Now, you are going to feel extra emotional during this time period. Let me just get this card for you. We've got the Pisces. Let me just get that. I keep knocking the camera. That's why I'm a bit awkward at the moment. I'm a bit clumsy myself during this period. It is Mercury retrograde, so I'm not surprised. But anyway, we've got Pisces energy here. It's going to really affect you. Okay, we've got dreams, emotional visions, illusions, escapist, confusion, mystical, sensitive, compassionate, healing, and intuitive. So all these cards are really connected, that you're going to be in the home space. You may even start developing your spiritual gifts, but there's this energy of wanting to escape the busy humdrum world, or escape the city, or to just get away, maybe take a vacation. But the Piscean energy is really about connecting to your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. Sometimes we need to take a pause to allow the universe to come towards us to deliver the things that we have been manifesting. We don't always have to go out there and push for our desires. Sometimes we just need to take a step back, take stock and trust that the universe is going to meet our needs. And I definitely see that that is something that you are going to see over the next coming months. As I can see there rushing in, I definitely see there's an opportunity. Something that you have been manifesting is actually heading in your direction, okay? Now also we have the Lion, higher calling, and that's something that you have been feeling. You've been feeling this heaviness on your shoulders because you know that you have a mission. You know that there is something other about you that you need to connect to at this time, and you're being asked to follow your hunches. Lions and lionesses are kings and queens of the jungle, and this world has become a bit of a jungle, and I definitely see that you're reestablishing your power during this period. I feel like you've forgotten your crown. This came up in a reading a couple of weeks ago, and it's been given to me again, so perhaps you chose that pile last time, but they're giving me you've forgotten your crown, which tells me that you've forgotten your sense of power, that you're more powerful than you realize, and that now is the time to reestablish that power and recharge your batteries so that you can get back out there and accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. This card, it is a card of higher calling. Sometimes when people have a mission to accomplish in each lifetime, they feel a little bit alone. They feel like they are not supported by other people or misunderstood by other people. And I get a sense that some of you have been looking for your soul tribe. Some of you may have lost friends along the way, outgrown them, evolved from them, and that's okay. I definitely see that you're going to be connecting to soul tribe members who are on the same page as you. But as you can see with this card, it says you have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and for your tribe. And I definitely get a sense that you're all about your tribe. You're all about your family, the people who matter to you the most. I get a sense here that, you move as a unit. And that's what I'm picking up here with this pile. We've also got the one who radiates a knowingness, ambition, and confidence. Okay, so yes, you are very ambitious in your goals, whether you're retired or whether you are in the working environment. I definitely see that you commit yourself, you're dedicated, you're hardworking, and I feel like you know that you will be successful, but I feel like you've struggled with confidence because a lot of your cards connect to the word confidence. So I feel it's something that you've been working on for the last couple of years, and I feel like you are going from strength to strength. You don't need anyone to validate you. I feel it's important to recognize that you need to believe in you and that all those hunches, those little bits of intuition, they are guiding you towards something. And I feel for you, pile number one, it's guiding you towards some sort of move or relocation in your life, or it's something to do with building a secure foundation so that you are ready when major changes occur in the world around us, because there are changes coming. We can see them, we're told about them, we know that they're happening. And I feel like you're building a secure foundation for you and your family unit. And I definitely see that you're putting yourself in a very secure position to weather any fluctuations that go on around the world, okay? Because you have that knowingness. You have been activated. You've been given some sort of higher calling that helps you understand what is to come so that you can be ready for it. And I really get a sense here that you need to recharge your batteries and gain clarity so that you are ready for the changes that are to come in the world at large, okay? Now, I'm not here to scare you or worry you or make you paranoid at all. We can all see that there are changes going on, but I definitely see pile one that you have a mission to create stability and to attract more wealth. And I definitely see that as something that you're going to be doing over the coming months and years as well. Okay, some of you may go into real estate itself, or you are actually going to purchase a property, and I feel like it's larger than the one that you're in right now. And I definitely see that some of you, whatever it is you're manifesting, I feel your success comes from your belief in yourself. So believe and receive will actually be your mantra over this super blue moon period, okay? Now we do have confidence. I mean, it's 66, so 44, 66, lots of numerical synchronicity for you. You may see those numbers over the next coming weeks, which indicates the universe stepping in to give you an opportunity. So as you can see here, your success will be determined by your own confidence, self-image, love yourself, outlook, and believing. And I can tell from pile 1 that you've struggled with that. You've struggled with belief in yourself when you were younger. You may have even been bullied when you were younger, but it made you stronger because of it. And you'll show those people that you go from strength to strength, and that will be your revenge in itself. You may have struggled with your own self-image. Some of you may have even had body dysmorphia, which is what I'm picking up strongly in this reading. But I definitely feel that you're someone who is very attractive and you're turning heads. So if you're looking for love, I definitely see that there is going to be someone rushing in to be a soulmate by the end of this year. I definitely see you'll have an established relationship with someone by the end of this year. But I also feel like your confidence is going to extend in all areas of your life. It's really important to believe in yourself, your hunches, your intuition, because you may have second-guessed yourself in the past. And if you are someone who watches or knows my readings, you'll have seen that I have been doing some shorts recently where you've had to tap into your intuition to guess the Zener cards. And some of you may have got the Zener card right at the beginning, right on the money. And others, you may have second-guessed your intuition. This little short video is a test for people to recognize that their first thought is the true thought. It is your intuition. It is your gut instinct. And I feel like you've been learning to trust that over the last couple of years because it's been on point, but sometimes you may have second guessed yourself. So during this super blue moon period, you're being asked to have faith and trust in your divine intuition. It's been given to you for a reason. You're very instinctive, okay? Now we've also got rushing in. These are not all the cards that you got. You got extra cards, so I'm going to have to pop them up on the screen now in a moment. But you got rushing in. You're manifesting something or someone into existence rather quickly. Fast action, taking off quickly, rushing in, okay? So this could be a move to the country or a move somewhere out of town. I mean, it could even be that you're thinking about going traveling. But I also see that you are very strongly in the flow of the law of attraction. So whatever your thoughts are, they're becoming things. And I feel like whenever you think about a goal or dream, it's amplified energy when you're in the home space. So even if you're out and about in town, or you're on a bus, or you're on a train, you think, oh, it'll be wonderful if I could actually have that. The highest manifestation ability for you will come from when you're in your home space, because that is where you feel grounded the most. And I feel that's what opens you up to a portal of energy that allows you to achieve whatever it is you set out to do. So it's important to take some time during this super blue moon period to create a space where you can perhaps take maybe 10 minutes of silence, really ground your energy, find a comfy spot for you to relax in, and start to visualize your life like you want it, as if you've got it now, okay? So see yourself living the life you want, like you've got it now. So for example, imagine yourself going to your bank account and seeing all that money that's in your account, those millions or billions or whatever it is that you want in your account, and imagine the lifestyle that you're living because of that. Imagine how it feels to have that level of security, that you never have to worry about finances again, that you can, do whatever it is that you want in the world. Visualize it like you got it and feel the emotions. Feel how it feels to be you in that circumstance. And that is creating a magnet to draw it into you closer. But do it from the home space, because I feel this is where you have the most power to manifest, okay? Now, the other cards that came here, we do have a card, the Three of Wands popped up for you. So I feel like you've been working really hard, but you've been asking yourself, are you on the right direction? Are you on the right path? And I definitely see that you're aligning yourself with your goals and your dreams. And I definitely get a sense that some of you are yearning for something other, but you're manifesting it, so it's showing up for you. Especially since the Queen of Wands is there, which means you are magnetic during this time. And we also have the Ace of Wands that popped up for you too. You are someone who is super passionate. Okay, passion is your power. And I definitely see that you are destined to be successful in your lifetime, but also the Ace of Wands tells me that the universe is stepping in to bring you something that could be a creative venture, could be a launch of something. I definitely get a sense that after a period of difficulty, see that billowing cloud there, the universe sends a helping hand to transform your life in some way. Now this could be that you are turning heads in terms of love. If you're looking for love, I definitely see that people are attracted to you, but also I see there's more luck coming for you as well, that lovely black cat there. The Three of Wands indicates you've been waiting for this. So whatever this is, it's indicating have confidence that it's going to show up, because that's when the universe is actually going to deliver it for you as well. I see some of you, beautiful Pile 1, have really been rejected and hurt in the past as well. And they really want to really underline a message for you during this super blue moon period. Rejection is for your protection, because they're sending you something greater. It's really important to recognize that sometimes when a door is shut on us, or when we are rejected from something or someone leaves from our life, it is actually for our protection and redirection. It's a silver lining. And sometimes we don't understand why these things happen, and it can feel really painful. But when we look back, we think, whew, thank you. Thank you, universe, for removing that situation from my life. Because at the time, I didn't realize that it wasn't meant for me, or I didn't realize that actually the future will be so much better without that situation in my life. So sometimes we cannot understand in the moment, but what is to come is way better than what you've had to let go of in the past. And also we have this card. Now, it says here, spend less time worrying about your appearance. You are enough. Okay, now that's obviously going to be pretty hard if you have something like body dysmorphia, which is a condition. But I think the message from the universe, the energy that I'm getting right now, is not only are you enough, but you're going to have a major glow up over the coming months and years. And I feel like, you know, you are aesthetically very attractive. Whether you believe it or not, other people can see that about you. And I definitely see that any time worrying about your appearance may be time that you could have spent more effectively doing other things. So I feel it's really important for you to recognize that actually you are enough, and you are attractive as well. And you're attracting love into your life if that's what you're searching for right now. I definitely see a passionate, intense encounter coming your way. But ultimately, my beautiful Pile 1, this message for the super blue moon is to create stability in your life and self-care, that you've been doing a lot. And sometimes you may run yourself into the ground. You may feel overwhelmed and burnt out. And it's time for you to take stock and really adhere to your own needs, okay? Because this world, as I said, is a very crazy world with a lot going on. And you may be a little bit worried about some of the things that are outside yourself that you cannot control. But now is the time to really focus on the things that you can control. And I definitely see that you are creating financial stability in your world. You are looking after your home space as well as your soul tribe, your family, and you're connecting to your higher calling that helps you in your confidence and helps you elevate and rise in whatever it is that you are connecting to at this time. Life can be crazy sometimes, and there's lots of challenges that we need to navigate. But I definitely see you, Pile number 1, going from strength to strength. But you must take time out to recharge your batteries and remember yourself and your own needs, okay? So I'm just going to pull some trinkets before I close your reading. Let's see what you've got there. Okay, so you've got the Wealth rune. This is about attracting more finances into your world, but it's also about creating stability. When you get this rune, it's all about material gain, but also fulfillment and power. And I feel like you are reestablishing your power during this time. Okay, I definitely see that if you've had any money problems, that things are going to get better for you. Also, you've got the Wheel trinket, so Wheel of Fortune. Is on your side. There's good luck, better luck, but also this is about navigating your destiny. This is about you being in charge, being the master or the mistress of your destiny, and making a decision to connect to your true life's purpose, your true north. So I definitely see that this is a time period where you're connecting to your life's purpose. And finally, there's another little rune here. I'm just going to go get it for you. Just went right under the hand. Oh, it's the Wheel. So you got the Wheel twice. So this is again double luck for you. This rune is all about you being a gift. that you are going to be very fortunate at this time, but also when you get this rune, it can connect to you wanting to plant roots elsewhere and being a little bit more emotional than usual and wanting to find more stability in your world. And some of you, if you're looking for love, you may have searched for a divine counterpart for quite some time. There's definitely a spark of chemistry coming through between you and a new person. And if you're already in a high level commitment relationship, I definitely see you and your partner talking about going overseas or eventually retiring overseas or making some sort of a move abroad is what I'm seeing there as well. And that's all I have for you, my beautiful Pile 1. Really enjoy this super blue moon period because it won't occur again until 2037. So it's a very intense energy. It's perfect for manifestation. So I would definitely create a lovely space in your home to focus on all that you desire, because I really feel that you're creating a level of stability and safety in your life that you and your family will be thankful for. Thank you so much, my beautiful Pile 1, and love and light. Well, hello, beautiful Pile 2. Welcome to your reading for the super blue moon. You are incredibly gifted. You have an otherworldly skill. Your intuition is so deep and intense, and you're being called to develop this gift over the super blue moon. You may have had moments of knowingness, flashes of insight, and you're being called to really develop those skills during this period as the veil between worlds is thinnest during this super blue moon. Now, this is a very rare event, and you may feel more powerful in your gifts than ever before. This is a time where you may feel called to do some sort of ritual, or you may feel a little bit more curious about the occult, or even taking a tarot reading from someone as a personal reading, or even going into divination skills yourself. They're indicating here that you are psychic, and you may have had moments of knowingness, and you may have dismissed this, so you're being encouraged to really develop your intuition during this period. Now, how will that help you long term? Well, of course, we all need intuition, but I'm being given an energy that you are currently in a transformational phase. You may have felt that you're in transition, as it were, that you're being called to do something other or help people or be in service in some way. And I definitely see that the world is changing beyond our recognition in the future. And I feel that you are intuitively being guided to prepare for that. I also get an energy that you are putting yourself in a really good position to weather any changes that are going to occur. During this period, you're going to get lots of flashes of insight of how to create new opportunities for you as we move into a new era. Now, some of you may be called to get online businesses, or you may start up entrepreneurships, but this super blue moon in particular is to really hone your craft and tap into your intuition. Even if you're someone who is like not really into rituals or into, the psychic woo-woo sort of stuff, I definitely get an energy that you're sitting with yourself and tapping into your inner wisdom, because the wisdom is within you. It's not outside you, it is in you. And you're being called to trust that inner knowing that you have, because you have at some point second guessed yourself, or you have dismissed some of the thoughts that you've been having. Now, the last couple of years has really amplified your feeling of knowingness, okay? And I definitely see that you're being guided by spirit guides, but also there's someone in spirit who has walked before you on this earth, who is connected to your family lineage. They actually walk by your side, and they're helping you develop your gifts for what is to come, okay? Now, I'm not here to make you feel paranoid or worried or anything like that. I feel intuitively you are setting yourself up to be in a very good position to weather any changes that occur in this world. And the first card here we have is coins, okay? Now, of course, this is a money card, but it actually stands for you finding lots of pennies over this super blue moon period. You may find a coin in an unusual place, and this will extend for the next 6 months, I'm being given. So look out for coins. This is a message from spirit. It's a message from someone that walks by you who is in your ancestry. This person is there to let you know their presence is strong. So whenever you see a penny or some sort of unusual coin in an unusual place, this is a message to let you know that you are not alone. Because you've had such incredible insight, you may have felt quite lonely on your path because you are spiritually awakening. And I feel like you have been awakened for quite some time, but now things are getting more intense. I see that you are a light worker. The light inside you is so incredibly bright, and you are being encouraged to extend that light to others. It's going to be difficult along the way, but I definitely see that you've got this, okay? Also, I feel that you're being called to set up some sort of entrepreneurship, even if it's a small business idea right now, because in the future it's going to be very, very lucrative. I see a lot of wealth coming towards you, and I definitely see that you're getting your finances in order and you're creating a solid financial foundation for yourself. There's lots of money coming towards you, and I know that money is important. We need to pay bills and things like that. But I see that you've come to this lifetime perhaps feeling that money doesn't really interest you per se. It's more about the spiritual side. You're more interested in human psyche and people and the world at large and trying to really connect to the elements. And that is actually going to hold good favor for you as the world changes. And we enter into, of course, different dimensions, which brings me on to the next card here. I mean, I shuffled all these cards literally before your reading, and every one of them talks about some sort of interdimensional connection where you are tapping into your spiritual gifts, that you've been given a blessing of intuition, and you're going to be given the gift of insight over this period where you feel called to either set up an idea that's been whispering to you from your soul. I definitely get an energy here that you have perhaps had, as it says there, many jobs, but I feel you've got a calling. You have a higher calling, and you may have even been attracted to pile 1 at the beginning of this reading, because there's definitely something that connects you to that pile about creating stability for you and your family, but also doing something from the home space, okay? Now it says here, many jobs, skills, spirit work, travel, worldly, and wealth. And I definitely see that you are developing beyond the gifts that you have right now. I see that things are going to amplify for you. They just give me 0808. So your major awakening started for you many years ago, but they're showing me that you became really powerful during the 8-8 portal, okay? And it's going to be amplified even further as we move through this super blue moon, okay? Now, you may have felt over the years that your friendship groups started to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And that's because you are awakening, and you are awakening faster than others. So I really get a sense that some of you may have felt that this path has been lonely. And I see that you will connect to others who are experiencing the same thing. So you will find your soul tribe. You're being given the message that you're actually not alone, okay? But some of you may feel that you see or sense things in the world that other people can't see or they can't sense, and that's okay. They were not given the gift at this time. And I feel like you have been privileged to have this gift, but at the same time, you may feel it's a blessing and a curse. And that's why you question yourself sometimes, because you may feel that things are not right, but at the same time, everyone else is going on about their business. And you're like, am I crazy? Is this really happening? You're tapping into something other. And I feel it's to set you up for some of the changes that are to come in the world that we live in at the moment. Now, with the Pluto card, okay, this is about the hidden coming to light. So Pluto is really about you knowing all these hidden things because of your intuition, but you are going through a major transformation or transition in your life right now, where you may be asking yourself if you're on the right path or if you're really happy in the position that you're in, and you're going about changing those things. I really feel like you're forging new lands in your life right now. Some of you may be thinking about relocating, or you may be changing jobs. You may be revamping a look, or you may be changing things in your immediate circumstances because you feel it's time to get rid of the old. You may even think about getting rid of old habits so that you can be the best version of yourself. I definitely see that you're going through a cycle of change. I mean, look at this card. It says transformation, renewal, destruction, rebirth, death, cycles, black magic, struggle, power, taboos, and obsession. And I feel you're the sort of person who sees the light and the dark in the world. And that's why you felt it has been a bit of a blessing and a curse. But Pluto, as I said, there's going to be a lot of revelations in the world at large over the next coming years, and I definitely see that you're in a really good position to not be surprised by those revelations so that you can get busy shining your light and doing the work that you feel called to do, because that is only a distraction is what I'm being shown, okay? Now, this is a deeper, way deeper message than I thought it was going to be, but what they're giving me here as well is that every card that you pretty much got is about you being magical. Like, you've got some other cards that I'm going to show you in a moment, like this one here, the one who knows. I mean, we're going to talk about that in a moment. You've also got the magic card. I mean, I shuffled these cards and they all popped out. So there's something really special about you, pile 2. You've come here to be a light worker. So you may find yourself doing something to help other people or to be in service in some way. Even if you work in an office, you know, where you're number crunching, you tend to find yourself always helping others, or you may feel a yearning to do something that is connected to the mind or the human psyche, or to you know, discover what you know, people's secrets, or you know, really just help people in general. And I feel like you will eventually gravitate towards work like that in some way. Now, we do have the full moon, okay? Now, this is a super blue moon, which is very rare. Doesn't happen again until 2037. So you're really harnessing that power, and the blessings, blossoming, celebration, releasing what's no longer serving you, recharging your energy, doing inner work, letting go of the past, and manifestation. It's really going to work for you. I definitely see that some of you are tapping into the law of attraction, cosmic ordering, and really fulfilling your potential to recognize your dreams and make them become a reality. So I feel that you are going to be extra sensitive during this super blue moon period, and you work the best when there's a full moon. You harness that energy, and you may have strong water placements. You don't have to, but I definitely get an energy that some of you may have strong water placements in your chart. You're typically very sensitive, and even if you're sun, moon, or rising, earth, air, and fire, you know, I definitely get a sense that you tap into your intuition really easily, and you have done since a very, very young age. You may have even had a knowingness about you when you were younger. There was something mature about you. Even when you were younger, you've definitely had a couple of life cycles on this planet, and you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and probably returned the t-shirt by now. But we've got the Raven Shaman card. I mean, I kid you not, I can't believe that you've got all these cards. You are such an incredible pile, and I feel honored to read for you all because of the talents and gifts that you have. It says here, you are the creator and the magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries, okay? Now, whenever you see a raven, this is to remind you of your innate power, because sometimes you forget. Even if you are, you know, doing... even if you're in between jobs right now, or even if you're retired, or even if you are a parent who is at home looking after your children, I get a sense here that you are here to extend your light, your kindness, and your love to everybody that you meet. Now, it's difficult. We all have pressure. We all have a difficult life cycle. Things are up and down sometimes, and we just have to ride that wave of life. But you always find a way to try and understand things from a different viewpoint. Even if someone is going against you or doesn't agree with you, you tend to try and find a way to understand from both sides. So you are a very unique soul. Not everybody can do that. So I definitely see that you are a little bit different, and you're here to shine that wonderful light of yours. Also, you may be the sort of person that when you're at a party and there's someone standing by themselves, you tend to walk over to them just to make sure that they feel included. That's how special you are. Again, not everybody does that, okay? Now, we got the card of loneliness here. Walking a lonely path, feeling deserted, neglected, no support system. You are one of the strongest people who've picked this pile, okay? Because it takes courage to walk a difficult path. And I feel like you have had to be strong, even from a very young age. I feel you may have had something difficult to deal with when you were younger, and I feel it has set you apart. Not to alienate you, not to make you better than others, but to make you strong, because you chose to come to this point in time, in this timeline of life. and it is going to be a difficult path ahead, but I definitely see that you are in control of your destiny and you are creating a solid path for you to be secure in the future when the world starts to change. Now, I know this sounds all very ominous that there are going to be changes around the world. I don't see that they may not be as bad as we think they may be, and I have yet to tap into that. I can feel that things are changing, but so can you. So I'm not here to scare anybody. I definitely see that you're putting yourself in a position to be ready, and I see that you're in a solid foundation and that Spirit is helping you either create some extra wealth in your world or helping you set up new ideas for new businesses or side hustles. And I definitely see that you are going to be in a very strong position. Okay, we do have the Priestess of Light. I mean, how many different decks can I shuffle that give the same message? It says here, your light shines for others. The world is your oyster. You are a powerful manifester, especially during full moons. So whenever you see a full moon coming up, it's time for you to really tap into and harness that power, okay? Male or female, this is not a gender-specific reading. This is about you and your innate gifts and how you have been given a gift to help you navigate this time period. And it's going to be more relevant for you over the super blue moon. You're going to feel it. And it will help you in the future because you'll start to trust your inner guide, your intuition. And I definitely see that you're becoming. It says here, a new dawn. Expect the dawn of a new beginning, to hunt for who you have not yet become. You're in early stages. Let go of the past and start. Now, this could be that you're in the early stages of launching a business, or you've had an idea that's been whispering to you. I say entrepreneurial because you have some other cards that indicate that some of you are launching something, or you have creative gifts that you haven't tapped into fully, and it is something that will hold you in good stead, okay? Now, we do have other cards, magic, okay? It says magic surrounds you. Let me show you that. Magic surrounds you and in you. Use your gifts to protect yourself. Psychic, spells cast, sorcerer, and witch, okay? So some of you already know this about yourself, and some of you are going to discover this about yourself as you move throughout this time period. The one who frees, okay? Liberation, unrestraints, and freedom. Now, as you can see, the water there is crashing on the rocks. And this is about releasing your emotions and being free with your intuition. As you can see, the handcuffs are off. Some of you may be leaving aspects of your life behind or decluttering your past. I mean, you may even be decluttering the home space like pile one, because I definitely see that you don't want to carry anything that holds you back as you move forward. And I see that a lot of you are healing during this period as well. It says new chapters require a new version of you. And I definitely see that you are in a transition of change at the moment, whether that's a new job that you're taking up. As I said, even it doesn't matter the job that you're doing, you're going to find yourself naturally to either do something else on the side that is of service to people, where you shine your light, or you may even develop your spiritual gifts and they will help others in the future. They're also showing me that your guides are helping you as well. You're not alone. Sometimes it is difficult, and there may have been some moments where you felt like giving up on something, but you are on the right path. I definitely see that you're trying to change something. It could be where you live, it could be where you work, or it could be aspects of yourself, or you're just trying to cleanse and purify your energy right now so that you can release the past and walk free and forward towards your destiny, towards your true calling. And it says here, let go of the idea that you're not ready. Okay, I definitely see pile two. There's something that you've been thinking about doing that you haven't done yet, that you're holding back on, or you may even feel a little bit nervous about launching it, or you may feel it's not the right time. Intuitively, you'll be led to the right time. We have the one who knows. Wisdom, clarity, and resolution. And you're being given the gift of clear sight during this period. You may not even call it psychic wisdom. You may think, I've just had an idea. You're having ideas that are going to be major transformations and breakthroughs in your life. You got the Ace of Swords here. So you are also a wordsmith and your words have power. You're going to be able to find the clear words to communicate who you are, what you want, but also to help others. I definitely get a sense here that some of you will write a book in your lifetime. and it may help other people about the journey that you've had. I feel like you've had a difficult journey, and some of those experiences are there so that you can inform others and help them navigate so they can elevate as well. Now, you've also got the Knight of Wands here. So you're someone who is very creative. Passion is your power, but you've also got the gift of being able to communicate your passions through either music, art, or some form of divination. And I really get a sense here that you are thinking about either setting up your own business, or you are already an entrepreneur because you've been led to that position. And I feel like you're going to go from strength to strength. There is something new happening for you. The Knight of Wands indicates a desire for a new adventure. Now, this could be something to do with travel. It could be something to do with a creative yearning that you have. Something where you actually create a new idea, it comes to life, and it will bring you lots of finances in the future. And I feel for those of you who've already started creating this, you will see the fruits of your labor start to rise. I definitely see lots of money coming your way. Look out for pennies or coins in unusual places. These are signs that you're on the right path. You're being guided by someone who cares about you deeply and sends you so much love. So during this period, in a nutshell, you're going to be developing your spiritual gifts, and this will help you to navigate the changes in the world as it changes around us. I feel like you are ready, you've got this, and I definitely see that you are a very passionate human being who will help others as well as yourself. And that's all I have for you, my beautiful pile number 2. I'm just going to get some runes before we close. I mean, unfortunately, we don't have any psychic runes in there. Look at that. I mean, I close my eyes. You can't see my eyes, of course, so you do have to trust me on that. But we do have the butterfly, which means things are changing around us. That you may have felt that over the years you've been in a period of feeling dormant, feeling a little bit in limbo. And that's the chrysalis stage, where you are becoming. And things are difficult in that chrysalis stage. There's lots of growing pains in that period, but you're about to spread your wings and fly. And I feel these transformations are helping you with the world at large, okay? There is big change happening in your world. So whether it's that you are relocating in the home space, or you're just thinking about it, or whether you are actually changing the way that you live so that you can bring more peace and serenity here into your own personal life. You got the peace symbol. So you're here to elevate people and bring peace, and also give them a sense of calmness in their mind, okay? Also, they're just giving me this briefly. Some of you may have had a procedure, or you have been a little bit unwell and you are healing. Don't try to rush back into whatever it is that you normally do. Give yourself the time to heal, because you tend to be the sort of person that you're always on the go. And I feel it's really important to take stock of what your body needs at this time and recharge your batteries before you get back into being the wonderful you, okay? But you have come here with a difficult mission, even if it's on a small scale, even if it's within your family unit to promote peace or help people see things that are not readily available to see. I feel like you've been given that difficult task, and you're going to go from strength to strength. So I'm sending you so much love and light, beautiful pile 2. Thank you so much, and love and light. Well, hello, beautiful pile 3. Welcome to your reading for the super blue moon. You are an incredibly gifted bunch of people. I can definitely see that you're very talented, very creative, and you are naturally meant to step into leadership roles in your lifetime. You're being asked during this super blue moon to really tap in to your sense of ambition, because there is an opportunity coming your way that will help you elevate and rise. Now, you've been working really hard towards something, and you may have felt that your manifestations are not working for you. You may have felt that time or luck has not been on your side, but that's all about to change for you as you harness this intense energy that helps you rise to the top. Now, you may have felt that time has been speeding up in the last couple of years. You may have felt that you've had no time to get everything that you want to do done. So you'll definitely benefit from writing a list during this period of things that demand your attention or are most important for you to focus on during this time. This time card that you've received is actually a reminder that everything has a time and a place, okay? Everything happens for a reason, and the universe wants you to understand that right now, There are forces, unseen forces, working behind the scenes to orchestrate your desired outcomes. So be patient. All is as it should be right now. Instead of focusing on how long it's been taking you to make something happen, focus on your desired outcome and visualize it as though it's already happened. You'll really benefit from that practice. Try to imagine what the experience feels like and pay close attention to every detail. You may even surprise yourself, as before you know it, what you visualize will be manifested and will become your reality, okay? Now, the time card can indicate that some of you have been feeling a lot of pressure to create something, or you've had an idea and you're worried about how it's going to come to fruition. But this is a time to remind you that what is meant for you will never pass you by. So breathe. Everything is going to be as it's meant to be. And I can see that you, pile 3, are destined for success. Your ambition is going to be far reaching. It's going to take you to the top. Now, I definitely see that some of you may have had a very difficult life to this point. You have been called to be strong. Endurance is your middle name. You may have felt that people have not supported your dream along the way, or you may have felt that you've been underestimated, undervalued, or even underpaid in some of the positions that you've been in. That's all about to change. And if you were bullied when you were younger, or if you have people who did not support you or were haters, I definitely see that your success is your revenge, because you're going to go from strength to strength. Now, there's an opportunity coming in where you are required to act. This is not a time for procrastination. So if you've been feeling a little bit lethargic or unmotivated recently, you're being given the gift of energy, of focus, and power to move forward and accomplish anything that you set your heart and your soul on. You're going to be right on target. This card, Strike Now, indicates this is your time to elevate. This is your time to receive something that you've been manifesting for quite some time. This is the time to get the rewards for your hard work and investment. It says a time-sensitive opportunity is going to show up for you. Follow up. Be bold. The plan is starting. Expand, reach, and cash in. So I definitely see that your trajectory is on the up. You're creating the lifestyle that you desire, okay? Also, I get a sense, all of the cards, and I shuffled all the cards before they popped out, all your cards are pointing at time. This is your time. You may have felt, as I said, pressurized, but it's really important to recognize that you're in the flow of accomplishment right now. So this is not a time to delay. This is a time to focus on what you can do in this moment to make your dreams become a reality, okay? So I'm not trying to pressurize you at all. I just get a sense here that you are going to be very active over the coming weeks and months, and there's going to be lots of ideas flowing to you. And this super blue moon is actually helping you harness that enthusiasm, that passion, that ambition, that creativity that you have deep within you, and you're going to be a real force to be reckoned with. I mean, you've even got the Sun card, which is about energy. It's also about the self. Sun energy is about you moving forward with that passion. It even says there leadership, happiness, creativity, confidence, spirit, ego, self-awareness, and expression. You are very gifted and very talented, and I feel some of you have an untapped potential in some area of your life that you've been really thinking about recently. Some of you are thinking about setting up an entrepreneurial ship, setting up your own business, or going into something creative that perhaps you've been desiring to do for quite some time. But ultimately, even if you are not a creative and you are just trying to move through the ranks of your chosen profession, I definitely see that you're stepping into a position that brings more wealth, more status, more power, more control, and gives you a sense of fulfillment at the same time. Things are flourishing for you. This Sun card has the sunflowers on it, which means you're deciding to go where your heart desires. You're going where you feel happy. You're only moving towards people and things that you feel value and appreciate your time, because you've recognized that your time is important and you don't want to waste it. So I feel like you are cutting out anything that's draining you, whether that's a person, a situation, a food substance, whatever it is. I feel like you're being discerning about your energy, and I feel like you're moving towards things that only make you feel good. Now, the sunflower, it only follows the sun throughout the day. So I actually see this as a trait that you will be embodying over the coming months, but you may feel it starts round about this super blue moon, okay? Now, I definitely see if you're trying to be ambitious and move through the ranks, there's a position becoming available for you over the coming months, something that will be very exciting, something that actually is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. All of your cards point to that. We've got strike now. It's like now is the time. Leadership, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity coming your way. You're reaching, the moment has arrived. You're rising, your success. So, I mean, I shuffled all these cards and it tells me that you are a master or a mistress of whatever it is that you do, and you're being given that gift of ambition, that power to see it through to the top. Okay, now we've got here, I'm just going to try and get this card. I have to just move around the camera. I'm so clumsy. I keep knocking the camera. So your next card is the blue moon. Once in a lifetime opportunity. The impossible is possible. Something so rare, you'd be lucky. Don't miss your chance. So I feel like you're being prepared for the moment when this opportunity arises so that you can really capitalize on this opportunity and go from strength to strength. Some of you may even feel called to set up your own business during this time. This is actually a running theme throughout all of the piles. So my guides are obviously giving this message for a reason, that you may be picking up a side hustle, or you may be implementing second streams of income, or setting up an entrepreneurial ship on the side of what you do, or maybe it is what you're going to do. Maybe it is that you're stepping into a leadership role to be your own boss and be in control of your destiny. I definitely see here with this super blue moon energy, the fact that you actually got the blue moon card, you're going to be in a very powerful position this coming month in order to make your dreams become a reality. Things are happening for you. You are definitely manifesting to your true potential. And I see that over this blue moon period, you may benefit from having a dream catcher, or you may see dream catcher imagery, because I definitely see that you are attracting your desires. You are strongly in the law of attraction right now, okay? Now, some of you may feel a little bit sensitive, but at the same time detached. And I know that sounds really weird, but it's like you're tapping into something otherworldly during this super blue moon. And this super blue moon, it will not happen again until 2037. So really harness that energy. I get a sense that you're looking at your path with a very critical eye, and you may be searching for direction, or you may be trying to work out the next step or the logistics of your journey, which requires you to be a little bit detached so that you can see, almost like this eagle, the bird's eye view of the path ahead. You're rising above any obstacles, you're going from strength to strength, and I feel like you're seeing the way super clearly. But at the same time, I feel like you're being super sensitive so you can tap into the emotions that go along with this dream, because you cannot manifest without feeling. So I feel like you've got a healthy benefit of logistics or logic, as well as emotion and sensitivity to make your dreams become a reality. Now this card, it says, you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided to the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. So whatever gift you've come to this lifetime with, you are going to master it. You're going to be the best at what you do. And some of you with this gift, I feel spiritually, you're going to be led there, but there may be some spiritual aspects to it. You may be curious about spirituality or the occult in some way, but I definitely see that you are more focused on your ambition during this super blue moon. And I feel like tapping into that otherworldliness in order to visualize your dreams, to make them become a reality, will definitely benefit you and help you rise. Now, this card is reaching. And it tells me that, you know, no matter what happens, you always have like a plan B or a plan C. You're always strategizing. You've always got like a safety net or an idea that can help you should all your other ideas not work for you. But I can see that your plan A is actually going to work. I see that the moment has arrived, literally like this card says. You're reaching your desired destination and you're carrying out the plan that you feel called to do. So pile 3, you're destined to be on your true life's calling and follow your true north. Some people, they cannot finish their mission, but I definitely see that you will reach it. You will reach your goal. And I actually see that your backup plans are also going to become a reality, like they're second streams of income, or they are avenues that you will explore. So I feel any ideas that come to you at this time are not to be ignored. Write them down. You may not activate them at this time, but they're definitely something for the future that will help you long term. Okay, now we've got the rise. Okay, so I mean, all your cards indicate that you are elevating, and not just spiritually, but in terms of ambition, success, and of course finances. It says rebuilding from the ground up, reborn as someone different, or rising from the ashes. So pile 3, I can see that some of you have had a very difficult and challenging childhood and journey up until now. You've had to believe in yourself. You've had to be really strong. And I definitely see that you're elevating, and I feel that success has been hard won for you. I also see that some of you may have loved and lost, or you may have actually tried something and it failed or didn't work out, but there is no failures. There is only learning how to do things differently so that you can get a different outcome. So release that sense of things did not work out for you in the past in any area of your life, because you were learning along the way, and these experiences are there to help you for what is to come in the future, okay? Now it says here, you will be a great success, but you will have to go through it to get there. There are lessons to be learned. Now, some of you, the lessons that you're learning will actually help you and others in the future, but I also see that you will appreciate your success even more because it has been difficult. Now, I feel that things are going to get easier for you. I feel the difficulty is actually behind you because luck is on your side now. We do have Mercury in retrograde, which is normally not a very lucky energy. It's normally very chaotic, but it actually trines with Jupiter during the super blue moon, which amplifies your luck. So I definitely see that you're going to be very successful, but I see that you're going to inspire other people on how to be successful later on in life, okay? So even if you are coming to the end of your career and you're retiring, I see that you may actually create a course of learning for other people, or write a book about your experiences so you can help other people elevate just like you. I definitely see that you're going to be at the top of your game. And when you retire, I see that you'll help other people as well. And that will actually bring in more wealth for you as well. I definitely see you're being rewarded for your gifts, your natural talents, but you're being called to be bold enough to go after your goals and dreams during this time. Now, you did get other cards as well, but I couldn't fit them all in, so I'm just going to show them to you now. You've got longing. Wishing things were different only causes unnecessary suffering. Missing someone, wanting someone, or something. Don't think about what you don't have right now, because the universe doesn't understand that logic. The universe only understands the energy that you attach to it, the emotions that you attach to it. So if you're always thinking back to a time where you shoulda, coulda, woulda, or you were with a person and it didn't work out, or you had an opportunity and it didn't work out, you're attaching those feelings of loss or feeling bereft to that memory, and then you're calling in similar vibes. So it's really important to detach from that energy and focus on all that you can be, all that you are right now, and appreciate with gratitude all the success that is coming your way. Whether that's success in a love relationship or a business opportunity, really try to live in a positive energy, because that's the energy you will attract right back at you. Remember, the universe can act as a mirror of everything that you're projecting in your energy and reflect it right back at you. Now, also, as you can see in that longing card in the background, I've just noticed that actually there are dream catchers. So this is definitely a sign or symbol that you will see over the coming months, and you may benefit from having a dream catcher. Some of you may have even intuitively just bought a dream catcher just before the super blue moon, because this is something that's going to help you realize your dreams and make them become a reality. Now, the next card you got is Clear Target, and it's number 18, which is the moon energy in the major arcanas. It says someone has chosen you and it's coming in fast. choice made, serious intent, and the hunt. So whatever it is that you have as a vision, whatever it is that you are focused on right now, it's going to become a reality in your life. Also, I mean, pile 3, this is not really meant to be about love, and I don't see you focused on love during this super blue moon, but I do see that if in the future you're looking for love, I get a sense that someone is going to pursue you, that you are not going to have to do all the pursuing, because I feel like you have been an overgiver in your lifetime, and I feel like you've been trying to learn balance. You've been trying to erect healthier boundaries so that you're not always an overgiver or always giving to a situation and feeling like you're not getting anything in return. There is a reciprocal energy coming towards you. So if you are looking for love, someone is going to pursue you and going to make you feel like you're the most incredible person on the planet to them. And I feel like it is a relationship that will be your soulmate. I feel like you'll be with this person long term, okay? Now, I mean, you keep getting the moon energy. So you are heavily governed by the moon. You may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual over this super blue moon, but every moon, I feel, is going to be important for you to manifest, okay? Which is actually a running theme in all 3 piles as well. So you may have had trouble trying to choose your pile this time round, but it says here feelings, moods, femininity, cycles, habits, instincts, motherly energy, the soul, the past, dreams, comfort, and lineage. So this is really about you looking at your journey, who you are, where you've come from, where you are right now, and where you want to go. So I definitely see that you're tapping into your awareness as well as your dreams. And I feel like you're in a major transformational cycle where your knowledge is the key to your success. And there is a wish being delivered to you. You're aligning yourself with your desires during this time. Believe in yourself. This is the next card. Believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dream. Confidence. You're being given the gift of confidence and clear sight during this time. But also I feel not only are you getting a very ambitious energy, you're being given the gift of focus, and that's so important. You're not wasting your time, and that's why that time card came up for you. So after this super blue moon, you may feel a little bit more organized than usual. You'll be influenced by that Virgo season energy where you're getting very clear about the next steps. You're strategizing, and I feel from there you go from strength to strength. Now we've also got the one who avenges. This came out for you, okay? Some of you, if you were bullied when you were younger, or you had people hating you or hating on your ideas, I definitely see that success is your revenge. It says there, revenge, outcomes, and justice. You're actually getting justice for all the hard work that you've put in to whatever it is you're working on right now. I mean, look at that card. There's even sunflowers on that plate in that card as well. So I feel like you've chosen to find your happiness both within and also outside yourself. I feel like you're not allowing any past people or situations dull your shine anymore. You're choosing to shine. You're choosing to step into the light. You're choosing to be confident. And some of you may have booked a tarot reading round about this time with somebody who is actually going to tell you something similar. And I feel that you're going to be more successful than you can ever imagine. And your success is a revenge almost on a past situation or a past person. I feel like you're getting what you deserve. There's some really good karma headed in your direction. And as you can see, we've got the one who grants wishes. Wish, desires, and hope. So you're aligning yourself with a goal, and I can't say it enough. I mean, all the cards keep pointing at the same thing. So I feel like you're going to realize a dream, and I also see that you will help others long term as well. You may become someone who can make other people's dreams come true, even by just giving a piece of information or writing that book or extending your kindness in some way. I definitely get a sense that you are an earth angel, and I feel that you're being given so much success so that you can help others later on in life. It's almost like you're extending the arm down to help people up. So I definitely get a sense that you are a very kind, loving soul. And I mean, your final cards here are the King of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Now, the King of Cups energy, tells me that you have a beautiful heart. You're someone who is really warm and you're very comfortable with your emotions now, but it hasn't always been the case. You may have struggled with confidence, you may have struggled with very deep, intense emotions, but you've had to be strong and you've got to a position where now you know yourself. Now you are confident in who you are. And the King of Cups also tells me that you are a natural born leader, that you will be a fair leader. You are someone who would be awesome as a boss or an entrepreneur or someone who guides other people in some way. With the King of Cups, I feel like you're attracting your heart's desire because you now know your worth. It's taken you a long time to realize your worth and that you are a gift. But now that you realize it, I feel like you're not allowing anyone to undervalue you, underestimate you, or underpay you in any shape or form. The King of Cups tells me that you are naturally destined for a leadership position. Along with the Sun card, every card is telling me that you're naturally meant to be either an entrepreneur or someone who is very high status in your career. And this reading is not a career reading, but it tends to lend itself with all the cards that ambition is something that you're tapping into and you're elevating and making a dream become a reality. The Six of Pentacles tells me that the universe is actually favoring you at this time. You're going to be given an unexpected gift or resource that will help you. It's not going to be given to anybody else. I feel like this is a once in a life opportunity. That's what that blue moon energy came out for you as well. So I feel like the universe is going to bestow a gift upon you because of your generosity. You've been so kind, so loving. You're the sort of person who always checks in on the needs of others, who always makes sure that other people are doing really well, or you're always asking, can you help out, or how can you benefit other people in any way? And your sense of service is being rewarded. So I really get a sense here with the Six of Pentacles that there is a surprise on the horizon for you that you're going to be very grateful for. Also, the Six of Pentacles tells me that you've been trying to create a lot of balance in your world. And I feel there's this immense sense of peace and calm that will come over you during this blue moon period. Now, of course, the world is a crazy place right now. And intuitively, you're aware that there are major changes going on around the world. But I feel like your gift is to elevate. It is to create opportunity for yourself and for others. And I definitely see that you are someone who has strong responsibility on your shoulders to help others in some way. But don't let that pressurize you, because the moment will be right for you to step into your role. What is meant for you will never pass you by. But I see that you're creating security in your world, especially since there are things that are changing in this world right now. I feel like you're creating a solid foundation for yourself and for your family. And I definitely see that you're choosing to follow your heart and follow your happiness, because life is too short. And I really get a sense that you're not wasting your time. I feel like you're getting busy living and getting busy creating and getting busy being successful. And you're definitely on the up. You're choosing to rise. And that's, as I said, not just spiritually, but also in terms of your goals and dreams. Now I'm just going to get some rune or trinket for you because, okay, so now let me just get this into focus for you. Can you see that? Yeah, just get that there. Let me see, where's the best place to put it? Probably there. Okay, so this is a very important rune. It's the friendship rune, okay? And this is an indication of aspiration, you reaching your aspiration, being optimistic, being confident and positive, but it's also a very fortunate rune. It tells of good luck. You are a very important soul. Okay, you've come to this lifetime to change things in your own unique way. You may be doing a lot of soul searching during this super blue moon, but it helps you get the answers that you seek and gives you the direction that you need to get busy doing whatever it is that you need to be doing so that you can accomplish your goals. And I really get a sense here that you'll work well with others. You are someone who is super generous and you're going to be rewarded for it. And I get an energy here that the Wheel of Fortune is on your side. There's going to be some situations in this world where in the future, things are going to get a little bit crazier than they are right now. But I definitely get a sense here that you're protected because you're being intuitively led to find a solid foundation financially, as well as spiritually tap into your intuition and your gifts. And you've also got the key. It's the World card key, which means you're going to be given the answers that you seek during this super blue moon. Also, the World card key indicates that you are very goal-oriented during this moon and that you will reach your goal. The World card indicates you are going to be in the right place at the right time to meet the right opportunity, and that yes, you're going to be influenced by the world at large, but you've got this. You're in a really strong position right now. So with this key, I feel like you're going to have a major transformation. You're unlocking your destiny, and your destiny is to be successful. Your destiny is to be ambitious. Your destiny is here to get stuff done. And I feel that this is a very productive time for you. So really channel and harness that energy over this super blue moon period. It's going to help you long term, not just in the next couple of months, but in the next couple of years. It's really going to help you be in a really great position to weather any changes. So that's all I have for you, beautiful pile 3. I hope you find something in that. Thank you so much, and love and light.